Okay, we are back in Triangle Strategy. New video, new chapter, and hopefully it's something we can keep doing even though chapter 3 was monstrously long.
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolford's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Chapter 7, Part 1, A Soul Upon the Scales. Serious-looking youth with a thoughtful demeanor comes to Cyrano in company with news from the Crown City.
Thank you for agreeing to see me. My name is Julio.
So, you're looking to pledge your service to us, eh? They tell me you're from the Crown City. Something happened to drive you our way?
I'm afraid so.
Shortly before Aesfrost's attack on Whiteholm Castle.
Why have you brought me all the way to this place? Whatever it is you wish to speak about, I should hope it is important. I am a busy man.
It is indeed. It concerns the Grand Norzellian mining venture. Pardon me if I'm being presumptuous, but I came across a most curious thing when I was reviewing the particulars of the arrangement the other day. There were documents that I did not recall having seen before. Specifically, documents pertaining to the compensation of the workers contracted to transport the iron out of the mine.
Is that so?
Following the paper trail, I could not help but notice that a not insignificant amount of coin had made its way through paths most circuitous and befuddling into your hands. Something easily overlooked at a glance, but my eyes are sharper than most. No doubt you have a logical explanation for this?
I haven't need to explain it. Even if I were guilty of whatever it is you have the gall to accuse me of, there is naught you can do about it. All that I have done with Prince Franny's full backing.
You would claim that His Highness is complicit in this?
The high and mighty are always scratching each other's backs. Everyone knows that. Everyone, it would seem, but you.
To think the Crown Prince would be party to such corruption. Has our kingdom truly sunk so low?
It would fall on your head should word of this get out. Considering the nature of the crime, I shudder to think of the punishment. Luckily for you, I've every intention of keeping this matter between us, so long as you don't go running your mouth. Why, I'll even toss in some coin to sweeten the deal. A fair enough bargain, wouldn't you say?
Coin? I spit on your coin. I will not remain silent. I cannot. I will root out the rot of corruption that plagues our realm, no matter what it may cost me.
You stubborn, self-righteous fool! I'd hoped to settle this as reasonable adults, but it would seem that...
Sound the alarm! The kingdom is under attack! Aesfrost strikes!
What's this?
Needless to say, the circumstances make my return to the Crown City impossible. Pray allow me to be of service here.
Ah, now it's coming back to me. You were Sir Maxwell's second in command during the tourney, weren't you? You didn't stand out much, but you held your own low enough. Aye, I reckon we could find use for him yet.
Very well then. Be welcome among us. Eridor, see that our new friend gets settled in.
Thank you, my lord. You have my word that I will serve you well.
And with that we get Julio or Julio. I'm not sure how he pronounces it. I always thought it was Julio, but I think in the previous video I thought the guy's name was Janos or something like that. Master of Tactics and TP. Grants TP to allies and lowers the TP of enemies. You kind of need him for the stuff that's coming up. If you play the demo, you know what to expect. This is when the gloves come off, so to speak. Okay, where is he? Right there. So you have Moment of Truth, grant 1 TP to an ally, raise Strength and Magic for 3 turns, like Benedict on steroids, so to speak. You have Not on My Watch. Deal damage to a single enemy and take away 1 of their TP. KO TP plus, you get a TP when you knock something out. You get Finish Them at level 12, TP Barrier at 16, and Best Regards at 20. The weapon skill is still locked. Anyway, I want to go see if Lionel's stuff has refreshed, respawned. We want to consider it. Lord Cyrano, allow Lionel to thank you once more for allowing him to join the illustrious House Wolfort. You are a keen man, my lord, keener than most. I assure you that you will not regret allowing Lionel into your ranks. He promises to repay your kindness with interest. Lionel has expanded his selection of items just for you, my lord. He hopes you find them most satisfactory. So you still have the large HP recovery pellet. Wow. So, Silence is new, Fury is new, Temptation is new. Still have all the stones that I don't really care to pick up. Okay, the amulets are new. Kinda need one of these for, Quarantine, but I can't really afford it at the moment. This is tempting, man. Problem is I can only put it on one person. So he actually carries a lot more iron and stone now. He also has the quality stuff. I'm not going to buy all of these. I just want to see if this allows me to see the tier 2 skills now. Welcome, my lord. Have you weapons that need attention to my hammer? So yeah, we can't even do anything with it yet. Well, I'm glad I didn't splurge on it all. My old tavern did pretty well for itself too, but I couldn't refuse Lord Simo when he asked me for my name, I think it was. Or was that asked for me by my name? Or asked by name, I couldn't quite tell. Got some stuff that needs taken care of. So we have close quarters combat, enemy and ally crowd together in the cramped battlefield, take care of the enemy troops, attack the rear. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what the loot was here. Huh. 9 on 9? Gonna put Quarantine on the bench.
I'll do my best.
.13 strength. So yeah, he can dish out some damage. I don't know what it is that gets Julio to join you, but close quarters combat. He's definitely going to be a must.
This battle is ours. darkness engulfs you. Time to work.
Goodbye.
Into the shadows.
Charge!
How far do these guys move? Four.
Not a chance.
Unfortunately, they can see Anna now, I believe.
From where shall we strike?
Death from above!
Emphasis on the death part.
No!
I've been waiting for
No
this.
interest in Cyrano whatsoever.
Come and get me.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Yeah, I'm better off doing that.
Ice! I did it! Shall we begin?
Yeah, I don't really think it matters who I give this to.
Make the most of this.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Or make the iron hot by striking. Eh? Eh? So this does more damage than his normal attack. Yeah, 57 to 71 power.
Not a chance.
That was just good luck.
I will end this.
Pretty rare, I know. Do I still get the loot? Yes.
The hunt is on.
Yes, I have my priorities.
From this range. Allow me.
Just die already! Just die already!
I won't lose!
Brace yourself!
Too obvious.
Forward!
I'll make this quick. That hit the mark. Now's my chance!
I shall do what I can.
I could finish him off, but there are better ways to do it.
Whew, thank goodness. Here I come. Ready to see a spell? I did it!
I'll take you on! Come and get me!
I probably should have moved back one more space.
Whatever it takes.
Ha!
I fight for peace. Sorry! Time to take flight. From this range. The winds of change are blowing. Time to work.
Doing this to cover his back and also just to get some damage down on the mage. He should have taken a lot more than he can heal, so yeah.
Huh! Just die already!
For my kingdom!
Ah!
From where shall we strike? Perish. To lead, I must grow.
Good try!
Cool heads shall prevail. You misjudged me! I'll show you what I can do.
Ah, don't have the points. Oh well.
Strike while the iron's hot.
There! I ain't that slow! I've been waiting for this!
I actually need to go this way.
You're done! Look at me learning.
Let me show you what I've learned.
No loot.
For a better world. This battle is ours. Darkness engulfs you. Time to work.
I'm gonna end turn here because we can get a little bit more EXP if I do it this way.
Take that!
You're open.
We also get the one kudo. Not the greatest rewards. Merchants that go through the Norzelia Consortium are able to pass in easily and out of other nations, meaning they are privy to information that others are not. Lionel's selection is especially granted today. Please have a look. And I'll do upgrades when we get to the next fight. I've got new wares in stock. Critical blow, guaranteed crit, missed opportunity, stop a single enemy for 1 turn, preventing them from taking any actions. We need 2 QP. Light wave, move an ally to any location within 8 squares that ally is charging or casting. The action will be suspended. What do we have that... I don't know of anything that needs to charge or cast. Grant 3 TP to an ally. That one could be handy. Fleet-footed. Ah. Okay, so I actually didn't need that. I had 2 already, now I'm up to 3. Okay, so yeah, they're already veteran. She goes from spy to assassin. So we can actually see what everyone gets. He gets Sweeping Slash. So they don't tell you what Strength in Numbers does, though. So Sweeping Slash we've already seen. Pushback we've already seen. Flash of Steel is new. Initial TP up. 2-fold turn. 2-fold turn is what Anna has, isn't it? Act twice. And they won't tell you what it does, so... She gets Fire Eater. So I wonder if that means you heal off fire tiles, or if the enemy will even acknowledge that. Pillars of Fire, I assume, is like, kind of like Ice Wall. Heal what ails you, mend wounds. That rise in range is tempting, man, but it's level 14. 13. 13. So yeah, it's not as high priority as it had appeared. He gets 1 or 2 points of magic attack. Like, I'm also looking at the weaknesses. Those don't seem to be changing. He actually seems to get the most, in that he gets 3 stats. He can't get it because he's not level 10. Quarantine's one of the ones who really needs it, though, which is what sucks. I really don't want to have to go grind.
I would not be here without my allies.
It sucks so much. I could do something for her. I'm gonna give him this one because I think we're gonna need that one more. So he could combine with Anna and Huette from this. Okay, so at Whiteholm Castle, the Frosty Archduke enters Whiteholm Castle, the seat of power in Glenbrook, and lays claim to the throne.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fox was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father! Please, can someone explain?
What are we gonna do?
Excuse me.
Can
you tell me what's happening?
Did I hear him wrong? I don't. Where did we go?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us?
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all-too-short-lived era of peace. And in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
So, just like in the demo, there's 3 different things here for you to interact with. Oh no, there's 4 actually. So, we were able to recruit characters through some of these, I think it was. That was the only way to get the 3 characters that were available in the demo, and I don't think we've seen any of the 3 because... What was it, Medina? I don't remember who the other 2 were. Well, let's start on the right and we'll work our way left and wrap up at Wolford Streets. Oh man, I'm starting to hiccup. So, news of Glenbrook's fall reaches the Citadel of the Sands in the far-off holy state of Hyzant, where a great battle of the Salt Iron War was fought so many years ago. And hopefully my hiccups will be gone by the time this event is done.
Minister Sorsley.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that S. Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolford, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Yeah, of course it'd be a 2-minute scene. Let's hop over to Tellior Streets. Lord Silvio Tellior, head of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, ponders what the future holds for his domain.
Whatever is House Tellior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side, They say Prince Roland is in Wolfort's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolforts may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
And the final micros. Was that? Yeah, there were 4. Never mind. I thought there were 3. Crown City. Minister Patriette, advisor to the king, conducts a covert investigation of the Crown City under pretense of a routine inspection, but to what end?
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the King's Guard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So, the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
And finally, Lord Landroy Falks, King Regna's loyal bannerman since the days of the Sultane War, receives the news of his liege's grim fate.
Your Majesty, House Falks has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Anyway, that's it for the scenes. So, before we have to fight in the city, we have to vote, and here, going forward, is when the voting is going to be more common and have more weight. So they don't show the branch yet. But this is where you have to choose keep Roland or turn him over. Having made their escape by boat, Cyrano and his retinue finally make their way back to the Wolford domain, but what awaits them there?
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so. Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father? Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father. Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily. Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now. I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead. I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No, it cannot be. This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
So we have an exploration segment before we vote. We're not going into battle just yet, and I didn't read the blurb. Crap.
My lord, the Esfrosti army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica. Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
So they actually do give us a choice here. I cannot render a decision here and now. There must be some solution. Or, as his vassal, I must fight to protect the prince, but as their lord, I must ensure my people's safety. And finally, we cannot hope to win against Esfrost, but if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives. We'll go with the last one.
We cannot hope to win against Esfrost. But if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives.
Indeed, all paths are fraught with danger. In which case, we ought to choose whichever option ensures our survival. If we live, we can reclaim what we've lost.
So we'd be buying ourselves some time.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
I doubt there's anything new in the encampment. As the Frosty army continues its inexorable march on Castle Wolford, Serenoa and his retinue discuss the best path forward. There should still be an exploration segment.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Their hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet change some minds. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation. I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. Going out, my lord? Yes, I wish to ensure everything is in town is in order. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me once more. I will do just that, thank you. I should return to the hall once I've spoken with the people. Perhaps I'll learn something that will sway some minds. So the undecided is Anna. The Protect the Prince option is Frederica, Huet, and Eridor. The Surrender option is Roland, Benedict, and Gila, of all things. A terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. I don't know if the shinies have respawned. HP ring. Just need to remember to put that on. I should probably put that on someone now so I don't forget. I think you could do it under roster. Nope, it's gotta be inventory. Wait a second, is it just a different button? Yes, it's X. Leaning towards giving this to Julio, because he's actually going to be up there fighting, I think. Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lord Serenoa? More notes. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolford domain. If the tales are to be believed, they serve to make quick work of any invaders, so I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon a secret? Secret traps? It's hard to say what this might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? So we'd be burning down the town, of course. Pair of quality iron. Like, we haven't seen the silver yet, so the quality iron doesn't do anything. Why is Esfrost attacked? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? So the three choices? Esfrost's betrayal will not stand. They will answer for their atrocities. Or, I share in your confusion, but Frederica knew nothing of this. Pray do not blame her for Esfrost's actions. And finally, the kingdom has no true allies nor enemies. We shall sue for peace and work to avoid further conflict. So we'll get Frederica off the hook. Yes, of course, she is your betrothed. We too wish to believe that she had no hand in this. And surely they will not come for our domain, where the Archduke's own sister now resides. Precisely, yes, you have nothing to fear. We shall defend our land to the end. 'Tis a relief to hear that. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such an unnecessary war descend upon us. There's the silver. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland. Says they want him taken alive. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they have no plans of executing him, at least not anytime soon. I should let the others know of this. Is it true? Has Esfrost attacked the Crown City? How could the nobles let this happen? Has the Crown City truly fallen? What madness is this? Mom is not herself today. Has something scary happened? So I kind of wonder if you get to explore this place as a smoldering crater, should you choose to burn it down. There's commotion in the capital, to be sure, but it'll be all over soon. The Dawnspear will see to that. The sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls, as if that will ever happen. Sir Max will lay down his life so we might see another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. No, we witnessed the Dawnspear's sacrifice. We didn't just learn about that. HP recovery pellet. At this point I'm just mashing A against everything to see if anything pops up. I had in mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this anyway? I've got mouths to feed at home. And this one's truly empty. I prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Salt Iron War, yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. Though it was Glenbrook and Esfrost launching an attack in Hyzant all those years ago, the Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Simon for help. Back then, Wolfort was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. All Norzelia was poor for the fighting, its nations and people were left depleted. So I have heard. Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Hyzant and Esfrost to the table, and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led to the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully about how you will navigate it. 3 choices. I find myself in the unfortunate position of having thought peace would be everlasting, or I cannot allow the currents to carry me along. I must use them to my advantage and turn the tides of the battle to come. And finally, my father risked his life to bring honor to our house. I'll not be the one to tarnish his legacy. No, we're going to use the tides to our advantage. Exactly so. 'Twas Lord Simon's initiative that made him a hero. That same Wolfort blood courses through your veins. I know you'll live up to your family's good name. The people of Wolfort Domain are at your back. I shall take that to heart, thank you. So with that, we've spoken to everyone. Just want to make sure there's nothing in the blind spot. They're not pulling a fast one on us. Need to go to the encampment and look at upgrading our weapon. I don't know if the silver is just for Serenoa. That's stuff we've seen before. Okay, so almost anyone can use the silver. She can. But we have to get quality stone. She needs spider silk, indestructible stone, leather, silver, crystal leather. $750 for that. We're gonna give it to Anna. So we need the rare thorn for that one. Ah, that's what I was afraid of. Speed 2. Surmount becomes free to use. Okay, so if they have the arrows, I guess that makes a little sense. I'm gonna go buy the quality stone. I just need one of them, apparently. since there's only 2. It's looking less and less likely there's going to be a merchant or something we need to worry about here. In case you're wondering about Surmount, you're supposed to use that to hop up to the rooftops and then jump back down to backstab people or something. I don't quite know the specifics just yet. Peek here to make sure there's nothing. Okay, we're covered on that one. Thank you for allowing me in your service, Lord Sereno. I cannot help but wonder what would become of me if the duchy had not attacked. I don't think I could have found the strength to do what I believe to be right if I had remained in the Crown City. I swore to change everything for me. I swear I shall endeavor to make House Wolford proud. There we go. So, just a reminder, in the demo, a lot of the stuff was blocked off. Let's find out if that's the case. Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever. He is to be protected above all others. So, better luck talking to a stone wall.
What do you need?
Roland is worth more to Esfrost as a political pawn than a corpse. They will not kill him once they have him. At least that's how I see it. If we are to do what gives us the most hope, Roland himself has the right of it. We must protect him. Pray tell me what reasoning led to your decision. So we have the top one. I will not bet the life of our prince on my friend on a mere supposition. Or, we are finished the moment we bend the knee. There must be a way to strike at them. And finally, I fear delivering Roland will not stop the onslaught, which I expect to be true. I figure if we turn him over, they're still going to do what they do.
I wonder about that.
They would have already laid siege to the Wolford domain if that were indeed their goal. Perhaps they mean to cow us rather than conquer us.
Well...
We've naught but conjecture. My mind can find no peace among the paths before me. Might I ask you to expound on your thoughts? So the top option, surrendering Roland will show the people we lack courage. We'll not have an easy time of it if we lose their trust. Middle, I am prepared to fight to the last, even if we cannot win. House Wolford remains the royal family's sword and shield. And finally, truth be told, I have a plan, provided the rumors I've heard are true. So we'll do this one, but I have no intention to burn the town down if I can avoid it. A plan? What rumors?
Yes, I see.
Ah, you have heard talk of the town's last resort, I take it. I want nothing more than to believe it is real, and if it is, I agree it can be quite the boon. I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I suppose now we will see what fortune has in store for us. Gila is indifferent. A peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in their time of greatest need is no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray we find a bloodless path out of this conflict.
Sereno.
There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. We must protect you. I will not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. So the 3 choices. Surely we can find a way to protect you and the people, or our kingdom needs you, as do I and House Wolford. And finally, have you forgotten Sir Maxwell's dying words? Would you render his noble sacrifice for naught?
Certainly.
Master taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have thoughts of my own on the matter. After all, if this matter can be settled by me alone, is it not best if I do so? So the 3 choices. Pray do not deny your beloved master his last request. Or, your sacrifice alone will not overcome this impasse. It's nothing more than an abdication of your responsibility. And finally, the Wolford domain has many secrets, one of which we might use to drive the enemy back.
I wonder...
You mean to say such a thing is available to us? We may well drive the enemy out, but we'd bring harm to our own people in the process. Are we willing to pay that price? I can no longer discern what is right and wrong. I place my fate in your hands. And then Benedict and Anne are the last 2.
My lord.
It would not be wise to continue this fight with Esfrost. If protecting His Highness's life is our first priority, it would be safer to accept their conditions. In other words, you feel that Roland is more used to Esfrost as a puppet than dead. Precisely. Furthermore, we must consider Princess Cordelia, who is currently in the enemy's clutches alone. We must protect him. I trust that you'll make a reasoned decision, my lord. So the 3 choices, there must be another way, or the royal family is a beacon to the people. With the king slain, they need Roland more than ever. And finally, perhaps the battle is not as hopeless as one might think. The town's secret weapon. I must confess I was not aware Lord Serenu knew of our domain's last resort.
So,
have you any more to say in your favor? First choice, is it not together with Roland that we might best protect both domain and kingdom? Surely that is reason enough. And the second one, I do not believe the battle is a futile one. Victory or defeat is but a matter of fortune. And finally, I have as much a duty to the royal family as I do to House Wolfort, such is the lot of the lords of the high houses. We'll go with the last one. A most admirable stance, my lord. Your father would be proud. And yet the rub lies in translating that belief into action.
I am decided.
At any rate, I thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall take them to heart. Benedict is deep in thought.
Lord Serenoa.
Will you surrender the prince or not? Will you choose House Wolfort or the whole kingdom? 'Tis a question of our priorities. What matters most to us? We must protect Roland. And so Roland is Stonewall, but surrendering him is she's willing to do, it seems. Do you mean to protect Prince Roland at all costs? So I did not find the third one. It's possible that may be a New Game Plus type thing, I don't know. We can have capitulate to every demand our enemies make, or House Wolfort shrinks from no enemy. We will strategize and fight as we always have. We'll go with we do not bend. Yes, with the right stratagem, there's no such thing as unwinnable battle. You clearly have no illusions about the battle ahead. Perhaps it is worth fighting after all. In any case, we must not be too hasty.
I need time.
I'll consider the matter with what little time we have. She's deep in thought.
Here's what I think.
We've been loyal to the crown for years, lad. You understand what they're asking for is treasonous, don't you? He's the king's own flesh and blood. We should be protecting him, not offering him up on a silver platter. And I agree. So everyone here is adamant. No, I've had my fill of the peasants. So, let's begin the vote.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I am sorry.
Okay, I couldn't talk there because I was sending out a text. Forgive me, but on this point I cannot yield.
Forgive me, my lord.
On this matter, I will not be swayed.
You aren't wrong, but...
Considering the Duchy's actions, I fear this is the only way forward.
My apologies.
I maintain the courage of my convictions. So it sounds like we lost the vote. Well, we're about to find out what happens.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Treacherous swine, all of you.
The way forward is decided. Surrendering Prince Roland is the only way we can survive.
But now you see why I didn't want to give him the upgrade or really invest too much into him.
So be it.
The decision is made. This is the path we walk.
Was there truly no other way?
Roland.
Say no more.
Roland, before you go, let everyone get a brief moment to take their knives out of your back.
Thank you for sheltering me, my friend. The choice you have made is wise and just. Go forward with your heads high.
I don't know if it's possible to get a prison break later, but a soul upon the scales completed. So I'm going to... We can always rewind, I guess, so... I did create a backup save off camera, yes. That sucks, man. What a way to end the video. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.